The Discovery Schools Trust consists of 13 primary schools located in Leicestershire. In this video clip today, you will hear from two of our Year 6 teachers. David works at Walden Hill Primary School in Anstey, and Kelly teaches at Captain's Close Primary School in Asfordby. Both schools are one form entry. This year, the two schools have been collaborating. The teaching staff use Microsoft Teams and they've planned virtually. They assess and share resources. It has dramatically reduced their workload, improved learning outcomes, and it is allowing our teachers to adapt their teaching and learning strategies. The Trust remote learning model that you can see here has allowed our teaching staff across all of our schools to collaborate and share ideas. In the next clip, David and Kelly will explain how they have used OneNote to successfully embed learning, but also explain how they share their planning resources and ideas.
Hi there, I'm David Chappell. I'm a Year 6 teacher at Walden Hill Primary School.
Hi, I'm Kelly Sims and I am the Year 6 teacher at Asfordby Captain's Close.
Today we're just going to talk to you a little bit about how our two schools have collaborated using Microsoft Teams and Microsoft OneNote. So together we use Microsoft Teams to organise our planning. You can see here from the slides we have our Year 6 team and we organise our chat through the threads. We have maths and planning there, and those help us organise our conversations. So if we need to refer back to them at a later point, we can do so. We also share our planning files, and in the files section, you can see here how we organise this. This allows us to upload planning and be able to access it at any point and share and collaborate really easily.
Setting up your class notebook is fairly simple. When you go onto your team, you can click on the general section and at the top there is a tab that says class notebook. When you click on that tab, it comes up with this as a generic image. It automatically populates your class into a class notebook and it also gives you specific subheadings. When you go onto the OneNote app, it's a lot easier for you to use and it has a lot more options for you to use in your class notebooks. You can also manage your notebooks and change the subheadings by clicking on class notebook at the top, manage notebooks, and it brings you with this screen here. You can add your own sections or you can edit the titles to suit your class. When you set up your class notebooks, yours would look like the one on the left. You can organise them to have whatever subjects you've got, organise them into weeks, and on the pupils view, they will only view the subject or the lesson that you submit to them.
So why have we decided to use OneNote for our online learning and blended learning? Well, on the whole, it allows us to remove barriers and support the learning a lot better. So you can see here some examples of this. This is an English lesson for Year 6. And on this lesson, you can see across the top there, we would be able to insert aspects such as audio to provide instructions to children. We can insert forms to quiz the children. This is what that might look like in a lesson. This allows those children who, for reading, might be a barrier to click on the link and access an audio instruction left by the teacher. There is also the draw option. This allows children to use digital ink to be able to respond to the learning. You can see here that this child has been able to use digital inking to highlight certain grammar characteristics and pick out some parentheses. The Immersive Reader is a fantastic tool in Class Notebook, which allows children to use this to read the text on the page for them. And this is what that would look like. This will give you the option of being able to select larger text such as this, or to shrink it down to focus on one line at a time. This will read the text to the children at a speed that they select. It also allows features such as changing the colours of the page to be able to meet the needs of any dyslexic children who you might have in your class.
So when you want to submit an assignment to your class, you can go onto your class teams and create a new assignment. When you want to add your resource, if you click on the Add Resource tab, it would bring up the next screen. You click on Class Notebook and you click on your section where you have uploaded your pieces of work. Once you've clicked on your subject, you can scroll down to find the dated piece of work that you want to attach, and whereabouts in the child's notebook you want that lesson to go. And there you can see it has been added onto your new assignment, so you can date it, set it for in the future, and where on your channel you would like it to go.
So how have we collaborated using OneNote? I've shown you at the beginning of this presentation how we use Microsoft Teams to share our planning. What we've done is use class OneNote to be able to share our resources. Working across two separate schools, this was initially a bit of a challenge. What we decided we would do is create a separate notebook, as you can see there as Year 6 resources. In this notebook, we have lots of our lessons. And once I created this notebook, I was able to share it with Kelly so we can both add resources, access the lessons, and easily copy and paste these into our class notebooks. This allows you to then set this work to the children as Kelly has described previously. This has allowed for real great collaboration between the two schools and has reduced our workload in enabling us to support the children. You can see quite easily here we've got the structure down the side with the different subjects colour coordinated, and then we have on the next tab the subject and the week and the date. Quite easily then you right click on the page you want to choose, copy and paste that into your class notebook ready to submit to the children. So this has been fantastic for us, and we found OneNote has had so many benefits, but of course there's been challenges as well. First of all, training for staff and training for children. Fortunately, Microsoft provide lots of great MEC training to get staff up to date. And we have learned that while having some of the children in school, we can train them, and allowing children to talk amongst each other in online lessons has allowed them to collaborate and provide the training and support for each other. There's also change. The children and parents are very used to uploading pieces of work and didn't want to change to a different method. It was about showing them that actually this OneNote method simplifies that process and makes it a lot easier for them. We've encountered challenges with technology, particularly with tablets, iPads and iPhones, where we soon discovered that the children need to download the OneNote app. Once they've done this though, it becomes pretty straightforward to use. But as you can see, the benefits far outweigh the challenges. We've been able to collaborate really effectively, and that has reduced our workload significantly. It simplifies the assignments process in Microsoft Teams. Children don't have to upload work, they simply have to edit the OneNote document and hand it in. The functionality on OneNote is fantastic, and what that does is it allows access for all children and removes some of those barriers. Also in lesson, it allows teachers to go in and do some live marking and assessment, something which can be a difficulty with online learning. So as you can see, OneNote has been a great benefit to us and our online learning.
The model that David and Kelly have just shared with you has been embraced by all of the teaching staff at Captains Close and Walden Hill Primary School. It is a good example of how primary school teachers are collaborating and adapting their teaching styles. It also shows how children are learning to be creative and flexible learners online and in a real classroom learning environment. If you would like to know more or you have any questions, please contact me using the email address at the end of this clip. Thank you.